Hi Aries, how are you today? I have no idea how many days I've been in quarantine, but here we are. Here we are. Yay! And it's finally starting to get warm out, so we might be able to sit outside for a while. I think we had a bunch of snow yesterday, and most of it is melted, or I don't know. I think it snowed a couple days ago. It's Monday today. So, my name is Cynthia. Hi, welcome to Cherub's Thunder. Welcome to Cherub's Thunder. I am the creator of the Honest Truth deck, along with the Dingbat Tarot. The Dingbat Tarot is currently sold out at Etsy, but you can get it on MakePlayingCards.com. Let's see, international, you can go straight to MakePlayingCards.com, as I do not ship from here. Internationally, it's too expensive for you and for me. But, anyway, what a crazy time in the world. And, yeah, it is what it is. It's, we just have to ride it out, right? Ride it out and hope for the best and prepare for what is going to be our new world after this. Our new world. It's, yeah, it is. It is. So, I don't have the coronavirus that I know of. I do tend to swallow wrong, so if I cough or something like that, don't worry about it. I'm good. So what I'm going to be doing for you today is I am going to be using my third edition of the Honest Truth. This will be my last edition that I'll be creating, and I am going to be doing one of two things after I finish the monthlies. I still have to do my online classes, and but I'm either going to be focusing on creating a new oracle or a new tarot deck, or I am going to be doing something that it is in my highest good not to talk about. So, with that, I haven't decided yet. We'll see what happens. I need to meditate some on it, but I'm going to put a meditation in the link that I just did. It was a beautiful meditation that I got from a fellow high priestess, and it's really long actually, but you can skip the first like half hour of the guy talking and go straight to the meditation if you want. Anyway, if you don't want to listen to me do the prayer and all this, you can go directly to the timestamp as usual. So with that being said, I'm gonna do the same modified Celtic cross, and I'm just gonna go back to Wisdom of the Oracle. Brand new world, brand new life. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for you today. And we're back to Aries. Happy birthday! Or non-birthday. Maybe you can have a drive-by birthday party. Or, maybe do a birthday party on Google Meet or something like that. But happy birthday nonetheless. And it is a crazy time for everybody. So do your best to do your part. How about that? To social distance. If you're in America, the next 2 weeks are going to be, from what I've heard, what I've read, and what I've seen, is going to be pivotal in how long this takes. And if you keep going out, you're the reason why we get to stay in for longer. So stay the fuck at home, because I'm frankly kind of getting sick of it. But regardless, this is divinely guided. It is a time for you to let go of what no longer serves you. It is a time that you'll probably never ever get again. And so please use this time wisely and connect with your higher self, your guides, um, and if this is a time that is making you anxious, find out why. You know, go inside, pray, give yourself to the divine. Ask him to take your burdens. I can tell you there's been 3 times in the last 3 days that I have actually gotten on my knees and prayed to the divine to take my burdens away and let me be a light worker, like, you know, as I'm intended. So we need a brand new start. That's the reason why this is happening, right? So I'm burning frankincense because that's what they brought Jesus, right? When he was born, myrrh and frankincense. Anyway, let's get into prayer. Father God, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning and connecting me with the collective, in particular the collective of Aries at this time. Help me to communicate with them the highest messages regarding the relationships that are closest to them, love, and any messages that you deem worthy to come through at this time. I ask you to put a bright white light of protective energy around the space, not allowing in any lower vibrational energies to enter this reading. Father God, we thank you for the learning, the lessons, the ascension, the healing, the protection that you give the collective every day. Glory be to, or without it we are nothing, without you we are nothing. Glory be to the highest high, forever and ever. Amen. So, King of Pentacles. Okay, so what is going on with Aries in love for April? I don't think I'm going to get to more than 1 set of monthlies for the zodiac. So we'll just do, you know, until the end of April into May. What is going on in love with Aries? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, this is a time that we are in isolation with our family, or we are alone, or we are isolating with people that are closest to us. So whatever it is going to bring great clarity to whatever it is that you want in this relationship. It is good. Okay, so if you are in a marriage or in a relationship, it is either going to bring you closer together into union, or it is going to solidify the fact that you want to get the fuck out. So if that's the case, it's okay. You know, now you know. And if you have kids, staying in a toxic relationship is no way of showing your kids how to live, right? It's just not healthy for them. It teaches them how to be in toxic relationships and all of that kind of stuff. And if it solidifies and you are recommitting to the relationship that you're in, congratulations. This is a beautiful time. I mean, it might be the time that you needed to work things out. So it's good for you. If you are alone and you're supposed to have somebody in your life and they are not, they are isolating with somebody else. So this is a really spectacular time for clarity. So are you essential? So this is you walking away from what no longer serves you towards your 9 of Cups. You're making the decision one way or another. Should I go left? Should I go right? Do I want to be an option? Do I want this person in my life? Is it worth being in a toxic relationship? Or are we able to work the toxicity out of the relationship and have it be a independently balanced relationship? So you're going to need to go into, or you have been going into hermit mode for introspection, forced hermit mode from the divine and the government and you know, the coronavirus, to stay at home, you know, go inside, figure out what it work your shit out. You know, you're never going to have a time like this again. The last time something like this happened was the Spanish flu. Okay? 1917, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on the date, but I'm pretty sure. But this is introspection and solitude. You're not going to get this opportunity to have this much time to work on yourself and your issues and shed what no longer serves you ever in this lifetime. When we come out of this global pandemic, life as we know it is over. I mean, literally, it's over. And there's going to be a new normal. You know, it's kind of like coming home from World War II. You know, was everything the same afterwards? You know, no, everything was completely fucking different. I wasn't alive then, but, you know, I have grandparents. But, anyway, I'm just going to leave this open. Sorry about that. But, you're looking at things from a new perspective. Or they are, and you want a passionate new beginning, whether it's with yourself, by yourself, with a new lover, or with this person and recommitting to them. So that's what's under the deck. My nose is running. I'm burning frankincense and it's making my nails run. Don't worry, even if I did have the coronavirus, you can't get it through the YouTube channel, can you? Anyway. You are coming in as the Knight of Swords. You want this over. You want this to be done. You want this to be over quick. You want, this is an action card. Your action right now is to sit your ass at home. So the rest of us can get out of our houses. So we can flatten the curve, so we can get the hell out of here, so we can move on with our lives, whatever that looks like after this. So the other thing about this is, if you're unhappy with your job, if you're unhappy with where you're living, if you're unhappy with life in general, you are not a tree, you can leave. So make a decision on using this time to either A, learn a new skill, update your resume, look for a new job, because there are job postings all over the place. People are still looking for work or workers. So use this time as action to get yourself in alignment with what the divine wants you to receive. Why is this all jacked up? I don't know what the fuck is going on. Anyway, we'll deal with it later. Okay, so anyway, I hate this new setup. Okay, so that's you. The situation is that well, we're going through hell right now, and this is a healing card. This is also the Aquarius card. This is you looking down at the situation with clear eyes, not looking at the situation through the fantasy and illusion. This is a wish fulfilled card. It is believing and trusting that this is fated. This is a fated situation that the divine brought in, so you can heal. You know, you can have faith that moving forward, if you choose to do the work, that you will be able to come out of this in a better place. It may not happen right away, but it will put you on a path to where you're supposed to be. Get yourself into alignment. The opportunity is to complete this old karmic cycle. That is why everybody is asked to sit their asses at home, because the planet, the Earth, is literally healing right now. The ozone layer is healing. The dolphins are, going back into waters that they haven't been in God knows how long. I don't. But, swans are coming back into Venice, and, wildlife is coming into cities because it's virtually empty. And what the universe wants to teach you is, to believe in yourself and don't give up. You can do this time. You can do this time in solitude to get yourself right, in alignment, and don't give up. You might be at the end of your rope at this time. You might be like, I can't do this by myself. I can't be in isolation by myself without support from my friends, family, and the people that have decided that I am non-essential. But you can. And you can manifest from a place of high vibration by going in and meditating, believing in yourself, and knowing and doing the work that you need to do, whether it's updating your resume, applying for new jobs, making a new tarot deck, an oracle deck, whatever. Take this time you need to learn the new skill that you need to learn, because who knows how long this shit is going to last. That's the part that's the hardest, right? Is that there's no end date. They keep extending everything by 2 weeks so the globe doesn't fucking freak out. Like if they told us that this was going to last until October, there would be complete mayhem. So they're doing it 2 weeks at a time. Does anybody really know? I don't know. And I try not to look at, and whenever I do, it gives me anxiety. So I try to stay away from it. So how did we get here? Spiritual belief systems. We are in a spiritual battle to, some people are going to, this is a splitting of the world. Some people are going to ascend to Christ consciousness, and some people are going to take their spiritual beliefs and, go to the dark side, just like Darth Vader. So, I'm going to lay out the rest of this spread. Okay, so what is coming to a close is putting down a burden. This is the Ten of Wands. This is basically Mother Gaia saying enough is enough. You parasites need to get your shit together, or I'm going to eliminate you. And, the coronavirus is the way she's going to do it. I don't know. I'm just saying that, we haven't been treating Mother Gaia the way that she deserves to be treated. We've been using up 90% of our resources, and the way that we've been living has been unsustainable, which has been a burden on her. So that needs to come to an end. In your immediate future, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is you nurturing yourself, your family, trying to figure out your pinnacles, what you need to do next, what your next move is, and how you're going to move forward into your new future, which is the Ten of Pentacles. What's happening right now is those of us that want to be light workers and want to bring in or evolve, ascend to a higher level of consciousness, allowing Christ consciousness to, lead our lives and be the best and highest version of ourselves so that we can be, we're going to find ourselves with our Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups doesn't happen alone. You are in your Ten of Cups with another person, and this is about family, peace, contentment. It's joy. It's joy with other people, your soul tribe, your family, your, and, in some cases it's not going to be with your blood relatives, and that's a shame. But, you can't make people be anything other than they are. They're either going to accept you for who you are or they're not. And you need to accept that, love them anyway, and if, and move on if that's the case. Don't stress about it. It is what it is. So, you are being seen as moving forward in the situation. Not a lot of movement. You are sitting in this boat, moving forward. The boat is moving. As in spring, there's a lot of stuff that's coming up from under the ground, right? A lot of action is happening. Lots of growth is happening underneath the surface that we can't see right now. Things are moving forward. Spring is coming whether we want it to or not. We are not doing anything about it. We are sitting there, we're waiting for this shit to pass, to go through, so we can go back out and enjoy life again. So even though this is a card of moving forward, forward momentum, or travel, I don't think there's a whole lot of traveling right now, unless it's in the 5D. But you know, this is you moving forward, regardless of what it appears in the 3D. Make sense? This is your fear that somebody's lying to you, somebody's cheating you. This is coral conflict and competition, and this is also feeling defeated. You know, I just watched one of my old students on Facebook go live, you know, with tears in her eyes, just not knowing how she's going to make it through this, you know, and the only thing I could do is reassure that she's not alone, you know. Reach out. You know, there's going to be people that you're going to reach out to, and they're going to be like, hey, I'm doing the dishes, I can't get back to you right now, you know, and that is quite telling, isn't it? The outcome is that you need to use your intuition. If you are ascending and you are going into higher vibration, you need to protect your energy, and you need to really embrace this spirituality at this time. Go inside, know what you need to do, use your higher knowing, use your inner knowing. And I apologize if this isn't a love reading, is it? It's love of self, though. You know, the relationships that's closest surrounding you is you. The only person or the only other being that I have in my house is laying right there on the floor. You know, is it lonely? Yes, it's lonely. You know, do I have I have my soul tribe, right? I have people that I connect with online, spiritually, virtually, on the telephone. People I can talk to that I know that have my back and that love me. There are also people that I thought that had my back, and as soon as this shit started, they disappeared. And you know, it's just like, well, I hope that works out for you, because clearly I'm not essential. But there's a beauty in that, right? There's a beauty in knowing that if you are non-essential at this time, why the fuck would you be essential to them when this is over? Why would you make yourself why would you make yourself available to them if you are non-essential in their life right fucking now? So clear. You know, God is making it so clear who is essential and who isn't. And if you are non-essential in somebody else's life, if they were contacting you and, you know, dating you and being a part of your life before this, and all of a sudden they disappeared, and, you know, they're quarantining with somebody else, then, you know, that's a blessing. That's a blessing to you, that you don't need to waste any more time with this person. So, the divine has made a judgment call that this needed to happen, because this is the largest mass awakening of, I don't know, our lifetime. I don't really know, but I can't say ever, because I am not an internal being. I know that this is a massive global awakening. And those of you that have been on the journey for a long time know that waking up is not pain-free. So imagine going through the dark night of the soul, or a few dark night of the souls that we've been through as people that are, you know, either partially awake or awakened, basically getting bitch slapped, you know, awake. You know, that's what's happening right now to some of these people. And so if you are in the place of being awake, and you see somebody going through these dark nights, you can either be like, fuck you, you weren't there for me when I was going through this, or you can be like, you know what, I understand, I got you. You know, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm here for you. I love you. You know, I love you unconditionally, even though you were a fucking asshole to me when I needed you. So, there's two ways you can do it, but either way, heartbreak is happening. People are focusing on loss and not the Two of Cups that is coming when this coronavirus and all of this plays out. So, focus on the good things that are happening and not the bad. Because this is a card of receiving. The divine wants you to receive. This is people in tarot say that this is waiting for your ships to come in, but this is also preparing yourself to receive the gifts that the divine has for you. If you're not prepared, that ship can't dock and you can't get those gifts, and it's up to you. I'm not surprised by this reading. I'm not surprised at all. I don't even know why is the Nine of Wands what the universe wants to teach us? I mean, that's even clear too. Don't give up. Don't give up. And, be the Hierophant. Study. Figure it out. Look into what you can do to make this ascension process as painless as possible, because you're moving forward regardless. Put down the divine, put down the burden, give it to the divine, and let him take the burdens away from you. You don't have to carry this burden in through this process. You don't have to drown to get your 10 of Cups that's coming towards you. Okay. Sorry, I have to write that down. Okay, so in the next part of this reading, what I'm going to do is I'm going back to the wisdom of the Oracle. Oracle. So, Father God, Holy Spirit, Guardian Angels, and Ancestors, thank you for clarifying the spread with 2 cards, please. For Aries. In this time of uncertainty. The Observer and Soulmates. There's your love. There's your love, my honeys. There's your love. Okay, 49. What's going on, buddy? What's going on? Hi. Are you so handsome? Okay, anyway, I'll quit talking to my dog. You can do that later. He's such a good boy. Yeah. Hi. Hi, buddy. Is it frankincense burning your nose? Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Speaking of. Okay, so, the Observer. Perspective, objectivity, natural observation from a distance. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences so much so they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need to distance in order to obtain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, and culture and environment you're engaged with right now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. Your relationship message is sometimes you just can't see the forest through the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up And often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be, sorry, it's joking me. It can be an echo of an unresolved past experience. Sorry, I lost my spot. It can be an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take the time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take to higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself, in others, and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. So Aries, those are your messages during this time of isolation and shelter in place. So hopefully that resonated, and otherwise please be safe. Please, just follow the guidelines for social distancing. Even if I think that the people that are watching this are awake enough to understand that it's not about them, it's about not transmitting it to somebody else, even if you are not symptomatic and you have it. I'm not planning on going anyplace in the next couple weeks, so because that's when it's supposed to be, God willing, the peak of the bell. So we'll just pray, meditate, Anyway, try to vibe high. Know that this is not going to last forever. And when it's over and you've done the work, just think it how beautiful things are going to be. If you want to move, now is the time to find, work on your resume, do it, look for a new job, work on projects, be creative, don't go to fucking Home Depot and get all your shit to remodel your bathroom, that's not social distancing. That's being selfish. Just my opinion, but, work on you, work on the inner you, journal, sing, practice, do, dance around your living room, make an amazing meal, even if it's just for yourself. And if you are sheltering in place with family, love them and know that there are people that don't have that. And if you're in a toxic environment, reach out, because there are solutions and there are hotel rooms and there are places that you can go to that have been set up for this situation. At least that's what I've heard. But, oh shit, I forgot to read the soulmate card. Give me one more second if you're still here. 41. I gave you 2 cards. No, I only read you 1. Okay, this is the good card. Okay. Harmonious partnerships, love relationships, companionships, a relationship fostering personal growth. You are meant to evolve and transform with companionship of others. Certain people enter your life in order to take you to the next level of healing consciousness and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them, and sometimes by the strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in a way you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gift. The relationship message is: consider love in the deepest sense. Love is so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and relationship bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude, or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. That's what I was talking about. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is needing rescue and healed. Pay attention, for you are the presence of a soulmate. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate. Come to guide you home to the real you. So, Aries, that's your reading. Mwah. Take care. Stay at home. I love you to death. And if you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do so. Check out my Honest Truth deck on Etsy, and or my playing cards, Cherub's Thunder, and it's the Honest Truth.